Jake Carter, 38, had lived most of his life carrying ghosts. A decorated veteran, a father, and a widower, his days blended into each other like gray clouds that never moved. After losing his wife, Emily, to cancer 3 years ago, Jake devoted every heartbeat to his 10-year-old daughter, Lily. He worked double shifts at the mechanic's shop, fixed cars by day, and fixed broken promises by night, reading her bedtime stories, cooking burnt pancakes, doing whatever he could to keep her world steady. But inside, Jake was exhausted. He had fought wars overseas, but the battle at home, the one inside his chest, was harder. Still, every morning, he wore a quiet smile for Lily. Because that's what courage looked like now. That night, driving home through the storm, Jake's thoughts were on his daughter's school recital. He had promised he'd be there, no excuses, Daddy, she had said, waving her little pink flute. He smiled thinking of her. That's when he saw her, a figure sprawled on the wet asphalt, a red scarf barely visible through the rain. He jumped out, rain slapping his face, and rushed toward her. The woman was unconscious, blood trickling from a cut on her forehead, her clothes soaked and torn. "Hey! Can you hear me?" Jake shouted over the storm. No response. He checked her pulse, faint, but there. Without hesitation, he lifted her into his truck, wrapping her in his old army jacket. As he drove toward the nearest hospital, something about her face tugged at him. She looked familiar, not from memory, but from pain. The kind that only someone who's lost everything carries in their eyes. At the hospital, Jake stayed until she was stable. The nurse told him her name was Hannah Lewis, early 30s, no ID, no phone. She'd been found alone on that desolate road, possibly a hit-and-run. Before Jake could leave, Hannah stirred awake. Their eyes met for the first time, tired, lost, searching. Who are you?" she whispered. "Just someone who couldn't drive past," Jake said softly. Something unspoken passed between them, two broken souls recognizing each other in the silence. That night, as Jake walked out into the rain again, he didn't know why, but he felt a pull, a strange, unexplainable connection. He didn't know that saving her wasn't the end of the story, it was just the beginning. The next morning, Jake got a call from the hospital. Hannah had no one. No family, no home. Her memory was fractured, she remembered flashes of fire, a crash, someone shouting her name, then darkness. Lily tugged his sleeve as he hung up. "Daddy, you look worried." Jake smiled weakly. "Just helping someone who got lost." "Then we should help her more," Lily said matter-of-factly. "That's what Mom would do." And so, Hannah came home with them for a few days, just until she got her strength back, Jake told himself. But in truth, it felt right. Hannah was quiet, gentle. She helped with Lily's homework, cooked breakfast when Jake left early, and laughed, a soft, healing sound that slowly filled the house again. Lily adored her. Jake tried not to, but he did. Then one night, as they sat by the fireplace, Hannah looked at Jake and said, "I remember something. The accident, it wasn't random. Someone ran me off the road." Jake's military instincts returned in an instant. "You think someone tried to hurt you?" She nodded, trembling. "I was investigating something, corruption in a veterans charity organization. Money that was supposed to help families like yours was being stolen. I had evidence, but I think they found out." Jake's jaw tightened. "You were trying to help veterans?" "Yes. I wanted to honor my brother, he didn't survive the war. He was a soldier too." Jake felt something inside him shift. He realized this wasn't just coincidence. Maybe fate had led her to him, a broken veteran, still fighting invisible battles. When men in black SUVs started circling their street, Jake knew Hannah's life was still in danger. And now, so was Lily's. But the soldier in him woke up again. That night, Jake did something he hadn't done in years. He opened the old footlocker at the back of his closet. Inside were his medals, his uniform, and a folded American flag. He stared at it for a long time before saying quietly, "I thought I was done fighting, but I was wrong." He helped Hannah recover her evidence, hidden on a flash drive buried inside her camera, and together they exposed the corruption. Jake's statement as a veteran gave the story weight, forcing the culprits into the light. Through it all, Hannah stood by his side, and Lily cheered as her father's name appeared on the news, not as a soldier, but as a hero of a different kind. Months later, the three of them stood on a hill overlooking the sunrise. Hannah had rebuilt her life, Jake had found peace, and Lily, well, she finally saw her dad smile again. "Guess you rescued me too," Hannah said quietly. Jake chuckled. "Nah. You just reminded me what courage really means." And as the sun broke through the clouds, Jake Carter, the soldier, the father, the man who thought his best days were behind him, realized something beautiful. Courage isn't about fighting wars. It's about having the strength to love again, even when it scares you.